battle map. We're starting here at the north, just west of Caen. It's the Operation Ep.2. We're playing from the German side, as you can see from the first battle. And we're going to go ahead and move into battle number 2 here. Alright, so these look to be like some anti-tank infantry with some explosive charges. A bunch of grenades, MG-42s, that type of thing. Nice rifle section right there. 2 half-tracks. 1 machine gun each, also looks like mortar half-tracks. So those will probably be pretty useful. And 1 Panzerjäger unit, Panzer Hunter, Tank Hunter, Panzerfaust and rifles. It's an interesting take on like a Panzer Shrek team that you would normally see in a close combat game. Still 2 people, but they both have the anti-tank capability, so it's kind of interesting. Obviously, we have the probably a lieutenant or possibly just a Obergefreiter or some such lower tier NCO for this platoon. All right, I'm not going to take a look at the opponent. I like being surprised, so go ahead and load up the battle. All right, let's see the map we're on. I always like zooming out. All right, looks like we have some hilly terrain right here in the middle, so it's not as open as it would initially appear. They're coming in from the north, as per usual. Bunch of hedgerow type situations in here. I do like the hedgerow type situations because the area's flat. You can kind of catch them in the hedgerow, so we'll probably deploy a lot of our stuff up in here. And then probably a lot of stuff to try and catch them in this field right here and right here. So let's go ahead and see what we can do. I'm just gonna kind of initially pre-place a few of these. Doing a nice crossfire, kind of L-shaped ambush situation going on right here. And then probably deploy some units up here. As far as the half track goes, probably have them sat out here. That should be a little defilade, and that way we can keep them moving if need be. And I think we'll have 1 here to just kind of hold this line in the back here. All right, don't begin the battle yet. We're gonna zoom in, take you through some of the setup here. We'll have these guys pushed up right here, I think. We'll have try to get these guys in there. Panzerjäger unit. I like the idea of them being up here, so that way they have potential to get in here if any of the vehicles wanted to push in to the hedgerow type area. But we'll have them on ambush so they don't do anything stupid, get themselves killed. And then get these guys on ambush, looking out this way. Not quite that ambitious. Get them moved over a little bit. Get these guys looking the right way. So here's an MG-42. Or we have an MG-42, so that's good. I'm really hoping we can get more of this MG-42 action going compared to last time. Let's see if this is going to be a good spot here, because there's a little deflate right here, but it looks like these guys are going to be able to pretty much hit everything in this field, except for right there. When we get here, pretty much can't see through the tall grass down onto this road. That's essentially what's going on. Okay, so that doesn't look too bad. That makes me reconsider having my mortar track here. I think we'll go ahead and pull it back a little bit. Like here, looks like this field was hit by some some bombs. And we have our half track up here. We got a pretty good setup for these guys. Get these guys on ambush. Get these guys on ambush. 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 And this is just gonna get it on for using the mortar. Ambush like that. We got everybody in ambush now. Should be so no one shoots out of turn. Okay. All right, let's start it up. So right away we got a Churchill right there. Don't think it's a bad idea to start trying to pop it with mortars. Doesn't look like the anti-tank is really gonna be. It's a Crocodile 2. Interesting. Maybe not. We'll hold off on the mortar at the moment. Not having the pack gun on this map is pretty crucial. That could really prove to hinder us. Really relying on these anti-tank units. I mean, granted, these guys have some anti-tank ability, but they have to be very close. You can see down on the bottom right, down here. If we get over these guys here, we'll select this unit real quick, for example. So they have AT at 20 meters, somewhat decent with the explosive charge. I think they only all have like about one of those. So looks like this. Oh, here we go. Looks like a Bryn section right here moving into this field. I think there's a good chance we're going to catch a lot of the British right through here. Now they could flank around to the north, maybe get behind this unit, but that's why they're kind of down here towards the south, and maybe they can just push down here and then try to hold them off this way. I don't know. They could come all the way around, but I'm not really expecting them to do that right off the bat. Because if I was attacking this, I wouldn't want to just willy-nilly move through all of this craziness. More like use the armor to push down, straight down towards the objective. Just take the main road. So that's what I expect them to do. So we'll see. Crocodile, yep. Alright, we'll update when things start unfolding. I went ahead and started recording because found a British unit trying to sneak up on this unit. They're about to run into each other here. It's a little concerning. We might have to have this unit open up right here, but that leaves the Crocodile out here. And obviously the Panzerjäger unit is nowhere near in range. So, I don't know, starting to get a little tense. I think we're about to have contact any minute here. Units kind of in cover with the hedgerows. They can't see across here, but they've got units probably sneaking up on them right here. So that's gonna be an issue. Right here, we have decent line of fire to them out in the field, but not really at the ideal range. And definitely not there either. So kind of just waiting until we get a little more opportune. This Crocodile is making its way up the road. Further up the road it gets, probably the better it will be for us to try to take it out initially, because the more free reign that this thing has, it's gonna be a problem. See a pretty heavy concentration troops here and here. Looks like they're getting a little more confident to move through this area. And honestly, I'm gonna use this offward.
Bataillon, hier der Beobachter. Brauchen Feuerunterstützung.
Probably
Kassel,
should have
24805
accounted for some time,
Wir brauchen
but
Feuerunterstützung.
that's a lot of infantry right there that these mortars can do pretty devastating work too. All right, we're gonna start.
Incoming!
All right, there we go. We have the MG-42s working. That's much more effective there. Shift fire. Don't let these guys get out too far. Offboard artillery or mortars are starting to work. We're gonna get these mortars in on it. Kind of need to take them by surprise as much as possible. Right up front. Misplaced that offboard mortars a little bit. They kind of moved past it. You got to think 30-second time delay kind of thing. These guys are just running through the open field trying to get some areas, so we're going to go ahead and start up with the MG out here. You can see just how effective the MG-42s are when they're in the open. It's honestly just brutal. So, need to start hitting these guys a little bit harder. Kind of just on suppress mode. Alright, those guys are lit up pretty good, so we'll switch to the danger close. You can see the mortars have just absolutely wiped out this area right here. Just get the mortars on the tank. We might be able to at least immobilize it or something. Reduce its effectiveness at least, or suppress it. Alright. No dice here because they're pretty much in the hedgerows. Go back to defend. Defend at will. Actually, in fact, we'll get them firing across the way maybe. So this was a pretty effective crossfire setup right here. Looks like their morale's broke. They're gonna pull off the map. That was a pretty severe crossfire we had set up. Those MG-42 units are just absolutely brutal when they're set up like that. I'm probably gonna go through and play this campaign through, you know, from the British perspective eventually. Pretty positive that'll happen. But I'll definitely keep in mind that every unit having an MG-42 is just absolutely brutal. The SS divisions, Panzer Grenadiers are just absolutely ruthless. Yeah, we can see here just the immense amount of damage that we've done. Go in here. Didn't lose anyone. This unit right here. This guy's picking them off with the rifle, man. Look at this guy. We have the MG-42 gunner here and the leader. Bunch of units there. Bunch of units on that. Obviously didn't get the Panzerjägers into action. It doesn't look like the mortars did all that much, but the offboard mortars definitely hit them pretty hard. I think it was worth it to use the offboard mortars. When we saw them all grouped up right there on those hedgerows, that was pretty critical. And having the guns open up when we did, kind of allowed the or pinned them down to that area, and they kind of had to sit in the mortar fire after that. Knocked out the command section. Not sure exactly what this unit is. Oh, this is a mortar unit, knee mortar unit. Piat guy, we got him. This little rifle section, this big Bren section, this big Bren section, this Bren section for the most part, that Bren section for the most part, that Bren section for the most part. Man, that was rough for the British on that map. But that's how it goes sometimes. All right, boys, that's gonna do it for round 2. We'll see you for the next one.